Hey, this is Tom for Singular Health, and just going to quickly do a demonstration of the mandible replacement tool in 3D.com VR or Virtual Surgical Planning. Okay, so as usual, we'll hop on over to the planning tool. I'll just disable the volume because we're only going to be using a 3D model for this demonstration. And we'll go ahead to the import screen and we'll choose mandible, and that gets imported in as usual. So the first thing is we'll make some cuts. Just to isolate the area where we actually want to do the replacement by using the normal cutting tool. Great, and then we can hop over to the mandibular replacement. The very first thing you want to do is select the bit of geometry that's going to be acting as the cut, or that's going to be replaced by the fibula. And you can see as soon as you select that bit of geometry, you'll get the preview of the fibula down below. So now we can go ahead and start selecting some points on our mesh. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And obviously the representation of the point is all down below as well. So whilst we're in this stage, there's a few things we can do to modify the positioning. First of all, you can use the up on the right hand joystick, and that will simply let you rotate and manipulate the fibula bone. It doesn't modify any of the actual bones themselves, it just lets you look around it. Which in this case will be used for, say, maybe these two here are a little bit close together for liking. So we'll go ahead to the intersection and just bring a bit of spacing in those, and we'll have another look around and think everything else looks pretty good for it. The other thing you can do, if you use on the same joystick left and right, it will actually rotate the fibula, so you can see in the model here the actual bone is obviously rotating and placing itself, and it's just basically using a different section of the bone. And again, if you press the grip button on that right hand controller and use left and right, it'll actually let you choose a different bit of the bone to use altogether, like so. So we'll just go ahead and slip back to the middle. You can probably see these two planes outside, and these are basically just a visual representation of the slicing direction for it. So to change those, you press and hold B, and what you can do, first of all, you can move the point that you've currently got selected, and if you press and hold A, use your controller, you can actually rotate and manipulate those planes. So using those two buttons, you can actually place the points, and then we can go ahead to the first point here. You can see it's highlighted red. We'll go ahead and maybe move it down a bit, and we'll rotate the plane, just so it's however you feel comfortable, and probably push it in a little bit. And we'll do the same for all those points. We'll push them in a little bit. Now, of course, say if you decided I want one of these points in here, you can just remove them, like so. And then we can maybe go ahead and manipulate the points back, just so we've got a bit of a different representation, and we'll change that cutting plane to suit. Okay, so obviously, once you're happy with your selection and how it's been lined up, you can obviously get close up and personal. If you're obviously not happy, there's actually a reset down here, and that will just reset the tool. If not, we'll just hit generate, like so. And what that will do, that will obviously slice up the bone for you and import it across. Everything is done on device, nothing is uploaded to any servers or anything like that, so it's pretty much instantaneous for the slicing. It takes maybe a few milliseconds, and then also you get the instant feedback as well. Now, the other thing we can do with this, as you've seen, it's automatically hidden the bit of geometry that you selected to replace. And what we can also do is we can actually set these colors up individually for these replacements, and they're treated as normal objects inside the scene. So we can actually go ahead and say, oh, this one, you're not happy with it, you can maybe go ahead and move it and rotate it. As before, you can hit the middle mouse button and basically reset all the coordinates for it, and you can manipulate the pivot for them, or we can just go ahead and put it back as we want to. And of course, because it's a normal model in the scene as well, we can actually just go ahead and, if you really want to, just upload the whole model directly to your account on FTP, and just essentially send it to a desktop platform. So you can go ahead on desktop platform and load the model, or you can just upload individual bones. You can basically upload any aspect of it and go ahead and either print or visualize the STL files in however means you want to. Cool. So that covers the mandibular replacement tool inside of the 3 diagram VR or virtual surgery planning. If you've got any questions, just let me know, and if not, enjoy the software.